Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to episode 2 of season 2 of Creeped Out. I just wanted to kind of address the lighting. It might be quite a bit darker than I normally have it. What I tend to do is I tend to either film at a weekend or when I'm off work, but most of the time I film when I finish work. Now I finish work at 6:30, and because it's coming up to winter, there's not a lot of light left, like daylight to use, so it's like 7 p.m. now. It might just be a bit darker than I normally am, but I'm just testing a few different things out because as it gets towards like December, January, I'm going to have to film when it's dark and I don't have a big lighting setup, so I'm going to play around with a few things just to see what works and what doesn't. Anyway, you're not here for that, so on to the show. The last episode of Creeped Out was 1 More Minute, and oh god, it was such a heavy episode. At least the way I read into it was that it was quite a heavy subject matter that was kind of wrapped in this computer game losing time sort of, episode. And it was really good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it on the base level, like the whole computer game aspect and the multiplayer and getting lost in online gaming. Because I think a lot of us associate with that. But then how I read into the ending and how it ended and all that stuff, I thought was really good, but really heavy and dark. So I'm interested to see what you guys think when the episode goes live, what your reaction was, what your thoughts about were with the themes. But either way, I'm hoping this episode is a little bit lighter. Maybe not lighter, but maybe not just as kind of like gut-wrenching, I suppose. This is episode 2. It's called Itchy. It could either be about like bed bugs or some sort of creature that makes your skin crawl and makes you all itchy. I know itchy to me sounds like a skin problem or eczema. I don't know. I don't really know what they're going to cover. So let's just jump into episode 2 of Creeped Out, season 2. To see what Itchy is all about. I'm in a weird mood today.
Something creepy is about to.
Yeah, I don't think I'm as much of a fan of the Curious in this season.
When you just have to scratch an itch.
It doesn't feel as.
What if that feeling just got worse and worse?
Do you know
And there was nothing
the way
you
he
could
moves
do
just isn't as
to
creepy in this season? But maybe that's just me.
Come on, Gabe.
Is he afraid of the dark?
20 seconds, let's move it. You first, I'm right behind you.
I can't, you just go.
15.
He's either afraid of the dark or he's claustrophobic.
1.
Oh,
It's okay, so
poor guy.
just wasn't your time.
Why are they all laughing at him for? Oh, they are kids, to be fair. Kids are the worst.
Oh, the dark. I can't.
Oh, I hope you get smacked in the face. Is this like a military school? Because they're all... They get called soldiers all the time.
Following our recent outbreak of
Oh,
the
no.
surfing.
I don't like it because they're talking about head lice and the episode's called Itchy.
And yes, that includes always check for eggs. These bloodsuckers can lay literally hundreds at a time. It's us against them, folks. So,
I don't like it already. Oh, I can feel myself getting itchy. I don't like bugs and stuff, they freak me out. Oh my god. I don't like that.
Says for the best to speak brother.
Oh.
That's great, Georgie.
This season so far has had like really nice brother and brother relationships.
Awesome. Heat vision.
Dad found it online.
That's...
Early birthday present.
I'm not okay with this because that's going to come into play at some point.
Whoa, freaky.
Down things stuck.
Oh, I don't like it.
Just snapped.
Something about this episode is really freaking me out already. It's just making me feel really uneasy.
what are you guys after? Not lice shampoo, I hope.
Oh, was everyone? Oh, it's like an infestation in town.
He found them like this. Some idiot stuck holes in all of them. Entire stock ruined.
Either that, or I don't know.
Already asked.
I don't know. Maybe.
Everyone who
Oh,
ran for it
I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Gabe? Gabe?
Who's speaking to him? I don't even have a theory about what's going on right now.
Oh, look, scaredy cat stroking
making a scaredy cat.
Any reason why you're being even more of an idiot tonight?
We're a team, okay?
Pride every single day. And regardless of what it says on a piece of
Absentee father.
they should all
Trying to explain
be
her bully
very
behaviour.
proud of what they have achieved.
A war.
If there's going to be some really creepy bugs showing up that are trying to take over the world, I will freak out.
Award. It's saying award. Awards! Everybody get out now!
Sure. Uh-oh.
You mean the lies?
See, I'm getting itchy now. Oh.
Should we help them?
Dad, Georgie!
I feel like maybe there's this like insect race that wants to take over. Possibly it started as like lice, but it's evolved somehow. Whatever it is, I don't like it. I want this episode to be over already.
You guys see their faces?
We're to be exposed here. We need a base.
It's cool that they're trying to film it kind of like a
Secure
zombie
the area.
sort of outbreak, so you've got to keep away from them because they can infect you potentially with
For
this
assistance.
I left my phone in the hall.
lice thing.
You think this is happening out there too?
Forget this.
That's a scary thought. It's happening everywhere. But it could possibly be because in the shop all the lice stuff was out.
Police. We're at Castle Rock High School. Something weird's going on in. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh shit.
It's like they've been planning all of this.
To attack the school?
I don't know why, but first they destroyed the bottles.
It's making me laugh
the
because
island,
it's
and then
it's escalated so quickly and they're all like, tell us what happened, how do you know? And you just don't know
they don't
anything.
know what they want.
We need to go.
I don't believe that they would believe him so quickly. But why have these guys not been infected if all the parents have?
Why are we in the
And
nursery?
everyone that was in the
Here,
audience?
they've come for these.
Special shampoo.
Last 2 bottles on the island. Once these are gone, there's nothing to stop.
Ah,
Don't touch anything.
Dude.
We've got to get these somewhere safe.
You just touched the locker.
It's not that far. Maybe we can.
Dude, don't put that stupid hat up.
Georgie, watch out! Let's go! Dave, get Georgie out of here now!
I'm sorry for laughing, but that's so stupid. It's like a zombie outbreak. Some of the acting in this episode is terrible.
Teeth. The biting. They crawl all over you. Get in everywhere. I hate bugs. Hate them.
That's a huge, huge air vent. Like, seriously huge. I'm kind of claustrophobic at times. Even I'd have no issue crawling through that because it's massive.
Rupert, that.
Who's Rupert? You meant to say Roger?
Roger's a mean kid in my class. Always steals my football stickers. So I'm saying Rupert.
Right, we'll move then.
They're in here. They're in the vent.
We'll move.
Georgie, they're in here.
Oh my god, this guy cannot act.
Can't keep going, Georgie.
You're the bestest boo brother ever. I believe in you, Gabe. You can do this. I know you can.
But the last things obviously move really fast, so why have they not got him yet?
Gabe?
Is that just convenient story? What they call in these things, they call plot armor?
Why have you got that hat?
I'm the idiot with the hat.
Don't steal it. Just borrowing.
We can't take any chances. Not with.
Is she itchy now?
I said, get away!
Just stop stopping and speaking to them and get out. And do whatever you're planning to do.
Shoot, but
Georgie, what's happened?
This dude, seriously. It's getting on my last nerve.
Rocky grab.
Oh dear. I don't even know what to say, guys. This episode is silly. I'm struggling to find it creepy at all. It's just too funny. Why could he hear them? Are we ever going to find out? What's the point of all this? Was that all the sprinkler system? Maybe. How do you, if that's a sprinkler system, how does he know how that works? How does he know that? Anyway. Okay, so we've possibly saved the school. What about the rest of the island, which seems to be infected as well? You can hear them dying, which is nice and all, but why could he hear them in the first place? I need to know these things. Oh, so everyone's just fine now. The island's fine. Top banana.
Pest control checked the whole place twice. No prisoners. Good job, soldier.
What about? This episode doesn't make sense. She's meant to be nice now.
We still hear their screams.
Jeez.
They're only doing the same as us, trying to survive.
Yeah, but not at the cost of like wiping out another species. Because we do it and it's terrible. Revenge. But why can he hear them speaking and no one else can? Are they all over the cat?
And make sure there's shampoo. Because you never know when lice might attack. And you won't see them coming when they do.
Right. I don't like to come into these reviews and just kind of go, this was terrible, because people spend a lot of time and money in writing, production, acting, all that kind of stuff, and they could probably do a lot better job than I would. But that episode was not good. It wasn't, say, boring like Spaceman was last season, but it was just not good. And I'm going to try and explain why I think that. So for one, again, I feel awful saying this because a lot of these people are trying their absolute best and they'll probably do better than I ever could. But the acting on this episode was not good. The main guy, the bully, the brother, all the kids essentially were kind of bad actors. The friend, the girl who was his friend who kind of stood up for him, she was alright. But the main actors were just, it was all like cheesy and just really not, I didn't believe them as characters. I didn't like root for them. I didn't particularly like them. They didn't get a lot of character development, which is something I have a problem with this story. It's because it escalated from 0 to 100 so fast. We didn't really get a lot of time to kind of like our main character, Gabe. Like, he started off that he was afraid of the dark, which I'm going to say it never really came back. It kind of, I suppose, was meant to be the fact that he was a brave one and went into that event and didn't really have an impact on the episode. It wasn't really relevant to this outbreak that was going on. And so the little bits that we started to get of like character development with him just kind of disappeared when this outbreak happened. And I just didn't find him believable as a hero character. And I think my main problem with it was just the main storyline. I just thought was kind of stupid. What I liked was, trying to talk about some positives. I liked the fact that it was a take on like a zombie outbreak. So this itchy bug virus thing that was going around, not a virus, but like this bug outbreak, what were meant to be head lice that were probably like a crazier version of head lice. And they kind of broke, and they kind of like started to take over the school and the island. I like that it was filmed like a zombie film, where them like board themselves in rooms while everyone's out in the hallways running around, and if you get near them, you might get infected too. That aspect I thought was a really good idea. Unfortunately for me, the execution of it was just kind of stupid. Like, it was just funny to watch them in the hallways like, rah, rah. Like, I know it was meant to be kind of semi-creepy, but kid creepy. I just couldn't help but laugh at certain points. And I think it just didn't help that there was so many plot holes in this episode that weren't explained. And I know Creeped Out Series 1 had things that had some plot holes and weren't explained, but sometimes that didn't make it a bad episode. Like Bravery Badge, we never found out why the monster thing did what it did. We never found out why it didn't try and leave the woods that it was in to kind of take over more people. But it was still a really good episode and really creepy. But on this one, it's just this bug that wants to take over the world. Right? Okay. But why could Gabe hear you speaking and not a single other person could? Why were the people on stage safe from it? Some of the people on stage safe from it, but not everybody. But everyone in the audience was infected. I take it the whole bottles that were emptying all the liquid was the bugs were doing it themselves so that no one else could get rid of them. And then when the girl rang the police, the woman on the phone, the operator, was itchy as well. But once he saved the school, it felt like, right, that's it, we're all over now. But here he said that they're the only 2 bottles on the island, so how did everyone outside the school get better? And he's doing this like whole, oh no, like the cat's got bugs on it. Right, well, get some shampoo, because if we're to believe that everyone's saved now and that these like quarantine hazard suit people are here to help save the day, check the school over, make sure there's no more bugs. Okay, if we're to believe that, we can also believe that you can get shampoo from elsewhere and that they would have brought in these extra supplies so that everyone can keep on top of it. Okay, so get some shampoo and go and put some shampoo on the cat. It just felt like whoever wrote this episode, again, no shade, I don't like to be mean to people who can do a lot better job than I am and get paid good money to do this sort of stuff. But it just wasn't a story that fit together very well. And between like the acting and the plot holes and the silliness, I just couldn't get on board with it. And I feel bad because episode 1 was so good. I did want a funnier episode and I did laugh. So I'll give Creeped Out that. But I loved episode 1 because it was kind of creepy at parts with the paladin and this time jump. But then had this really like heartbreaking end to it. And really made me think, as a 30-year-old man, watching the show that's aimed for kids on the CBBC, it really kind of got in my head and made me think for days after watching it about the episode. And so that's a great episode of television. Whereas this one just felt really silly, and I apologise if you love this episode, but for me, it just did not work on almost every level. And it just went from too much from everything's fine to the whole school's infected, or the whole island's infected, except like 3-4 people now. I don't know, it just didn't seem to work for me. I apologise if you love it, but for me, I can guess this is going to be one of my least favourites of the season already. I know I've only watched 2, I've got 8 to go over the next like month or 2, but I just didn't enjoy it, guys, I'm sorry. So please, if you love this episode, leave some comments down below and let me know what you liked, because I like to... If I don't like something, I like people to point out what they liked, and it sometimes makes me think, okay, I didn't see it from that point of view, I'll reassess. So, yeah, please let me know what you like about this episode, and if you agree or just disagree with my opinion. But I feel really bad coming in and just saying it was all pretty bad, because I did have a bit of a laugh. It was a light-hearted episode on the most part. It was a little creepy because at the start, I did feel invested. I was a little bit creeped out by these bugs and what was happening, and I felt a bit uncomfortable. And I was at first quite invested in the story, but it just kind of went to a level that I wasn't really involved in, that I didn't really care about. So I apologise. But yeah, that's my opinion of episode 2 of Creeped Out Season 2, Itchy. Let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, and if you agree or disagree. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you're well and taking care of yourselves and staying safe. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends if you think they'll enjoy it, so that we can build the Creeped Out family a bit more, because I know not a single person that watches it other than me and the few people that leave comments. So if you enjoyed this episode, please leave some comments down below and share it with your friends. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all for episode 3, which I'm praying is going to be better than this one, but we'll see. Take care, guys. Thanks for watching.